morning. Today is Wednesday, June 3rd. I missed 2 birthdays yesterday, so let's catch them up. Happy birthday yesterday to Haley Ferris Faulkner in 4th grade and to Dakota Harper in 6th grade. Hope you had a great day. And our summer birthday shout-outs continue with July 20th, happy birthday to Owen Michael in CWSA. July 22nd, happy birthday to Jada Long in the 5th grade and Ryan Figueroa in the 8th grade. On July 24th, happy birthday to Sophia Gopp in the 7th grade, Annabelle Beverly in the 6th grade, and Sierra Wahlberg in the 6th grade. On July 25th, happy birthday to Connor Geese in the 8th grade and Andrea Gawke in the 7th grade. On July 28th, happy birthday to Dacia Storley in the 8th grade. July 30th, happy birthday to Zayden Campo in the 5th grade. July 31st, happy birthday to Malachi Cooper McGregor in the 7th grade and Hunter Krieger in the 5th grade. And August 2nd, happy birthday to Logan Brown in the 7th grade.
Hey everybody. So right now is a really confusing and scary time for everybody right now. When George Floyd was killed by a police officer in Minneapolis last week, it sort of touched off a lot of interior fear and worry and pain that's been around for a while. So many of the protesters are not just protesting George Floyd's death and how that happened, but the fact that people can be treated differently because they have a different skin color, or that they're treated as categories of people, not as individuals. You know what? As a white male, that's something I've never really had to live with. And, I can try and understand it, but I can't walk in those shoes because that's not me. Yet with those protesters have come a lot of riots too, of people who are destroying property. And many people who are protesting are saying, wait a minute, that's not what it's about, but they're sort of lumped in with it. And in a similar way, our police officers who are doing everything they can to protect us are being lumped in with that police officer who committed that horrible crime. And where do we find our way out of this? And as I'm trying to work through to come to terms with what's going on, I'm leaning on the words of a man by the name of Fred Rogers. A lot of you might not have heard of him, but here's something he says that shared that he helped him work with tough times.
My mother used to say a long time ago, whenever there would be catastrophe that was in the movies or on the air, she would say, always look for the helpers. There will always be helpers, even just on the sidelines. That's why I think that if news programs could make a conscious effort of showing rescue teams, of showing medical people, anybody who is coming into a place where there's a tragedy, to be sure that they include that. Because if you look for the helpers, you'll know that there's hope.
So what Mr. Rogers is saying is that we have a duty not just to show the trouble that's going on, we need to show the people who are helping overcome the trouble, because that's where the answer is going to be eventually. So with that in mind, let me show you for today's video some clips of some people who are making a difference, who are helping.
We're here peaceful. You have a right to be upset, to be scared, and to want to yell. And we're going to have everybody can do what they need to do, and we're going to do it safely. What did he say? That's my first commandment. And I hear you. I've heard from so many people that cannot sleep. They're terrified. They're crying. They're worried for their children.
You've got hate in your heart for people of color, get over it. Okay? Because this city is a minority-majority city. And this city is a city where blacks and whites and browns and legal and illegal all get together because we judge each other by the content of our hearts. Okay?
This isn't it. Do it right. Anybody that's doing it is not standing on behalf of the black man. Hey, is anyone hurt? It's not. Anyone hurt? Listen to me as a black man. This isn't the answer. This is making us look bad. This isn't it. This isn't how we do it.
Sites. We'd like people to take this in the next 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour.
So I'm going to speak for all of AMS and CWSA. that we're going to do everything we can to make your life at school a safe place. If you feel you're not getting a fair shake, let's talk about it. Let's find ways that you'll be able to be supported. And you know what? You might not have words to be able to talk your way through it. That's okay. Keep trying, keep working. We're going to be looking out for you. This is not easy work. Like I said earlier, I don't know what it's like to be discriminated against. I don't know what it's like not to be able to not being given the benefit of the doubt. But I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep listening and try to be a helper as best I can. So today's challenge, let's start where we're at. Let's lift where we can and let's find the hope. All right, you take care.